Hello developers, in this video we will understand for and for each loop in Dart. So let's go for learning. For loop is used when we know the number of iteration in advance. So when we know the number of iteration in advance, then we should go for loop or for each loop. For each loop, basically, it's used with collection. Collection. Okay, when we have data in collection, then we should go for each loop. Here we have a syntax for initialization, condition, and then operation, increment and decrement. And inside this curly bracket, we write our code. For each loop, we take collection that is list or set or map. Okay, these are the collection. And then for each loop element, and inside curly bracket we write our code. So let's get coding to understand better with the help of example. So I'll jump into Android Studio. So here in Android Studio, quickly I'll create one separate file called for loop tutorial. And here I'll write main method void main and then body of main method. Our main method is ready. First, let's understand for loop. Okay, so here I'm taking one example var list equals to 10, 20, 30, 40 and 90. Okay, so this is our list. Here I know the number of iteration here 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so the number of iteration are 4. Okay, so when we know the number of iteration, then we should go for loop. So here how I can use that, I'll write for int the data type I equal 0, I less than list dot length. Okay, the length of this list, and then here operation increment or decrement. So I'll use increment operation I plus plus. Okay, I want to print I want to print the atom of this list. Okay, so here I'll print list I. Okay, so this is our for loop. Here for is a keyword, and then this I, that is initialization of I. Here I have added condition and then operation, and now inside this curly bracket I am printing the atom of this list. Okay, let's run it to check output. So I'm launching application. Here we can see output 10, 20, 30, 40 and 90. So this is how we can use for loop. Next, for each loop, for for each loop. So for each loop is also very simple. First, we take collection. Here the collection is list. So I'll take list dot and then for each. Here inside for each loop, I'll take element, and then I can print I can print this element. Okay, so I'll print element. Let's check output. So for now, I'm just going to comment out this for loop, and now let's check output. Here I'm running again, and now we can see output 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Output is same. Okay, just the difference in loop. Here we have used for loop, and here we have used for each loop. Okay, this is the syntax of for each loop. Okay, so let's take one more example. So I'll this time I'll use a little complex example. Var product equal, here I'm taking one integer value 10, and then string value. Now I'm taking string value flatter, one boolean value true, and the last value is floating. So I'm taking 20.05. Okay, so here we have a one variable product, and here we have some random values integer, string, boolean and floating. Here let's use for each loop. So I'll use product dot for each, and here I'll take element, and now I can print element. Okay, this element, and now let's check output. So I'll launch application again, and here we can see output 10, flatter, true and 20. So this is how we can use for and for each loop in a Dart. In next video we will understand while and do while loop in Dart.